Thank you for joining us at KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. The hearing to revoke the approval of the Greenland International Hospital was held on Tuesday at the Jeju Provincial Office. The closed-door meeting was attended by hearing officers, the authorization department, as well as attorneys representing the hospital. The administrative authority said the approval was canceled due to the failure of the hospital to become operational during the required time and the denial of a site inspection by the government. The government stated that the hospital broke medical laws. The Greenland Hospital argued that the Jeju Provincial Office and the JDC forced them to invest funds and open the hospital. They added that preparations had been completed for operations, but the provincial government imposed a delay without rightful cause. Area residents are calling for the cancellation of the Songgaksan New Ocean Town development project and have raised concerns about landscape privatization and environmental contamination. A committee opposing the New Ocean Town project held a press release Monday and called on the Provincial Council to oppose the Environmental Impact Assessment Agreement. They argued that the project would likely damage the historic heritage and fragile geography around the mountain, and also result in landscape privatization. The committee submitted a formal petition to the local council. A local representative has proposed an ordinance on imposing a ban on seaports and airports within Grade 1 conservation zones. Council member Hong Myung-hwan proposed the bill to protect all Grade 1 conservation zones, which include areas of underground water and ecosystem preservation zones. It also states that any adjustments of the grades of conservation zones must be made with the consent of the local council. It has been noted that the site for the second airport includes 44,000 square meters of Grade 1 underground water conservation areas. The provincial government is renewing plans to introduce new forms of public transportation after an unsuccessful attempt in 2011. The province included the new proposal in the midterm plan for urban transportation maintenance. The proposal states that the new form of transportation will launch in 2023 and include a 14-kilometer route that will travel from the Jeju International Airport in a latitudinal direction. Streetcars and monorail were in consideration, but the streetcar is showing the most promise as a leading candidate, as the cost estimate is the lowest at 300 billion won. The province plans to increase the island's public transport shares from the current 15% to over 30% by adopting new transportation means. The Jeju Sports Festival will be held from April 19th to the 21st at the Gangchang-hak Sports Complex, as well as other facilities in Seogwipo City. Over 15,500 people are expected to participate from public schools and sports clubs across the island. This year, teams for badminton, bowling, swimming, track and field, and Korean Shirim wrestling will be separated by Up, Myeon, and Dong administrative districts. The Jeju Sports Council will organize the competition bracket via a lottery selection scheduled for March 29th. Kiwi from Jeju has been exported to Japan. The Jeju branch of the National Agricultural Cooperative Federation said that 9 tons of kiwi grown in Jeju Nonghyup's Kiwi Cooperative Unit has been exported to Japan on March 21st. It is aiming to export 40 tons by the end of the year. Nonghyup is planning to diversify distribution channels of all agricultural products to stabilize the prices of farm produce. The March 1st independence movement of 1919 sparked a national resistance to the Japanese occupation of Korea. The independence movement is one of celebration and remembrance of those who made sacrifices for the nation's independence. Events commemorating the 100th anniversary of the movement were held in Jeju at Chochanup last week to keep the spirit of independence alive. Mike Laidman reports.
Women in traditional Korean white jackets and long black skirts shout hurrah for independence. Mansei Hill in Chochun is full of people holding the Korean flag and bearing torches. These are just a part of the events being held to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the March 1st independence movement. They are participating in order to keep their ancestors' spirit of independence alive.
우리 선조들이 나라를 찾겠다고 목숨을 무릅쓰고 피와 땀을 흘리면서 이곳에서 독립운동을 시작이 됐습니다.
이런 100주년이라는 뜻깊은 날에 뜻깊은 행사를 할 수 있어서 기쁘고 앞으로도 이런 행사가 많았으면 좋겠어요.
The Independence Torch Relay is being held from March 1st through April 11th, the day Korea's interim government was established. Over the course of the event, a total of 2,019 runners will carry torches over 100 different locations across the nation, all to memorialize the 100th anniversary of the March 1st independence movement. In Jeju, the flames arrived in Jocheon, where the March 1st movement started on March 21st, 1919, and lasted for 4 days. Hosted by the Department of Veteran Affairs, the event was attended by some 100 islanders, including the Director of Veteran Affairs, the Jeju Haenyeo Anti-Japanese Movement Committee, as well as relatives of veterans. The participants walked the 1 kilometer stretch of road between the Yeongbuk-jong coast in Jocheon and Manse Hill while shouting "Hurrah for Independence." Included in the events was a performance held at sea, reenacting the plight of Jeju's Haenyeo against Japanese oppression.
우리 후배들이 그 강인한 정신을 우리 전 세계적으로 알려주기를 위해.
Even after 100 years, the shouts and celebration for Korea's independence resonate strong and true here on Jeju. Mike Lademan, KCTV.
Taking a look at the weather. In the morning, we'll have clear, sunny skies with warmer temperatures across the island. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 9, and the afternoon high, 21 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will hit a low of 11 in the morning and peak at a high of 18. Over in Seongsan, expect a low of 8 and an afternoon high of 19 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we'll have a low of 9 in the morning, warming up to a high of 18. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning will start with a low of 7, topping off at 16 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the southwest and west at a speed of 6 to 11 meters per second, with seas between 0.5 and 1.5 meters. And here's a look at the extended forecast. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, you can find us on YouTube at KCTV E! News Jeju. Take care.